Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general forecast for November 2018. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So I'd like to take just a moment to apologize for being tardy and getting my videos uploaded. I have gotten the flu. I'm still getting over it, but I'm a lot better than I was. And I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for the rest of the month. I'm still trying to get better, but I figured I needed to get some reading up here for you. Now, for those of you who do watch my readings every month, you'll notice that I've only got 5 cards out. This is going to be a shorter reading than normal, but I figured it's better than nothing. I don't want to leave you guys completely hanging, but my energy levels are lower than normal, so yeah. So this is enough about me. It's about you now. So let's get to it. Okay, so for our first card, this is going to be your circumstances. We have the King of Cups in the reversed position. So seems like you guys might be dealing with a bit of an emotional situation, or a situation that makes you emotional. Sometimes this can be, we could be dealing with issues within the workplace. We could be dealing with personal issues. We could be dealing with home life issues. For some of you, this could be all of the above. For some of you, this could be perhaps maybe an older gentleman or even an older woman that you could be dealing with, that could be going through some things. Or for some of you, this could be about you going through some things that could be emotionally upsetting. Ultimately, we need to rise up and face these emotional issues with wisdom and maturity, but sometimes we just don't want to. Sometimes we just want to detach, withdraw, be left alone so that we can deal with it by ourselves, so that we can find our balance again. I would just caution to not withdraw for too long. We don't want to get stuck there. This can definitely indicate that, there could be a lot of moodiness. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing that. But, it is a possibility. But, these types of situations that can fall under this card for circumstances, they can be emotionally provoking. So that may, not put us in the best of moods. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we do need to rise up. We need to face the issue. Even though we may not want to, we have to. Now for the focus, this is like the focus of the entire reading. So we are definitely focused on something that has happened. This could have been something that could have happened quite unexpectedly. This could be something that was positive. This could be something that, may have been negative. It can go either way. But ultimately, the Tower card is about an awakening. So it can be perceived as negative for some in the beginning, but ultimately this is about waking us up. It's kind of like the universe, giving us that strong cup of coffee, like, wake up. It's time to face all these things. So sometimes this can be, sudden events that happen. Sometimes this can be, unexpected information that comes our way, unexpected events, circumstances that can cause a situation to start to break down. Sometimes this can just be something that is simply surprising, unexpected, shocking. Sometimes for some of us, this can be a rude awakening. Sometimes this can be a nice surprise. The situation varies from person to person, as every Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, is on their own personal journey, and, we don't all want the same things. So this can manifest in many different ways. But it is definitely a situation that was unexpected or shocking. So this is what is being focused upon, and this situation is definitely what has fueled the emotional provoking, and us being upset, potentially moody, maybe wanting to withdraw. Now, this will be our present, the here and the now. We have the Hanging Man in the reverse position. So this is one of those cards where, we're facing a big change. And ultimately, this change is like a shift in awareness, awakening, awareness. So it's like our awareness has changed and we cannot go back. But it's like we are still trying to hang on to a situation, or maybe we're still trying to hang on to, say, our old persona. A lot of times this can be done out of fear because we fear letting go and moving forward. Sometimes we might fear, well, if I allow this change to fully happen, maybe so and so won't accept me, maybe they won't like me. You can't worry about that because this shift in awareness has already happened. This is very much a spiritual awakening, but it's like we're still trying to hang on to part of our old life, even though we're in a completely new territory. We're actually holding ourselves hostage by trying to hang on to the past, because ultimately we're being given this new direction, this new start. But if we're hanging on to the past in any way, shape, or form, then we are preventing ourselves from being able to truly go in this new direction. And so ultimately, we need to surrender. We need to let go of whatever we're trying to hang on to. We must let go. We must surrender. And, this is very much a card of prophetic abilities. So some of you could be seeing a huge boost in psychic information that could be coming forth. You could be having, psychic dreams. Some of you could be just having a lot of really on point intuitions. You definitely want to listen to those and ultimately be true to yourself. It doesn't matter if people may or may not accept who you've become, because ultimately this is a card indicating that a huge change has already taken place. You are not the same person that you used to be. And if the people that are in your life, if they don't accept how you are now and who you've become, then that's their problem. You need to be true to yourself. And only you can do that. But you don't want to hang on to the past because you're keeping yourself kind of in limbo. And we need to let go, and so that we can move in our new direction. Once we've changed our awareness, we can't go back. So we can't undo everything and go back. It's already happened. We just need to surrender and let it happen. So this would be your near future. So we have the Three of Coins. This is very much our apprentice card. So for some of you, this could be about learning a new skill, maybe a new set of abilities, Perhaps some of you might be considering getting some training, for a new skill or a new ability. Some of you could be considering going back to school, say college, or taking, say, potentially online courses. You know, Sometimes this can be like on the job type of training. Maybe you might be going in a new direction, say, maybe work wise. Maybe you're going in a direction that you never thought that you ever would go in. But let's just, allow this to happen. Let's learn this new set of skills, this new ability that we may have. This is ultimately a card about working with other people. So we will have to work with other people as a team. This can be a card of getting recognition, but it is a card of team recognition. So again, some of you could be wondering if you should go back to school. Some of you could be starting a new job in a completely different area from what you've normally done. Overall, this is about learning a new set of skills, new abilities. This is about working as a team. And it's looking quite positive. I know that it's been rough, but it's leading to something positive. This is a new start. Perhaps this is a new start that we probably wouldn't have ever considered in the past, but hey, this could turn into a wonderful opportunity. Now, for the future final outcome, we have the Four of Cups in the reverse position, which is the Moon in Cancer card. Now, thankfully, this is a card that is in the reverse position, so we're no longer feeling discontent and dissatisfied. We're coming out of that period of reflection and contemplation. And it's like we're ready. We are having that great desire and ambition to accomplish some new work or a new goal. But ultimately, we are motivated. And it's like we're motivated to try something new or go in a new direction. This could be maybe in love. Maybe this is within work. Maybe this is just about something that truly moves you. For some of you, this might be creative type of abilities. But now is definitely the time to take that action. And, this is the time to sit back and, recreate some of your goals and dreams, But for some of you, you might feel like things are perhaps at a standstill. Maybe you feel like nothing's happening. Maybe you feel like everything's just at a standstill, but it's not, okay? It's not. There are things that are taking place, and you need to be ready, because there's going to be a very positive change of events when we see the Four of Cups here in reverse. So ultimately, movement is in the right direction, and our hope is returning to us. It's like we know that there is a new start, a new direction for us, and we know that this is going to be good. Even though there may be those moments of feeling like things are at a standstill, they're really not. It just appears that things are at a standstill, but trust me, when that time comes, you know that the change is getting ready to make its appearance. Things are going to get better. Don't be afraid to try something new. You know, sometimes doing something new or doing something different that we wouldn't have ever thought of doing, in the past, sometimes this can be really, really rewarding. Maybe we wouldn't have found it so rewarding, say, 5 years ago, but it could be very rewarding now. And sometimes we may turn our nose up at things like, that's not what I want. But then you could do it, and then you could be like, wow, this really does make me happy. I didn't think I would be so happy, but I am. So ultimately, just know that things are going in the right direction, okay? And positive changes are coming. And there are opportunities, so sit back and plan some opportunities, set some new goals. But ultimately, things are going in the right direction, and just be open to trying new things, okay? Because this is quite beautiful. I know that things have been rough, but I really think that you guys are going to be starting something new. And I think it's going to be very positive and very good for you in the long run. Okay, so I know this was short. I'm sorry. I hope this helps. I love you guys. I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love. I'll talk to you next month.